Hello, everybody. Brother Ed coming to you once again on this very cloudy, rainy, so far stormy day in Louisville, Kentucky. And, folks, this time it really is what's truly going on. And this is news that you can use for sure. 60 sports stadiums, 60 throughout the country, are now going to require everyone who attends any of these sports events to have an app on their phone called Clear. This app has all of your healthcare information in it, particularly whether you have received the Drink My Kool-Aid 91 injection and or had a negative test result recently. 60 stadiums. This is extending to not only airlines, has extended already actually to airlines, but also to the NBA. Now, I don't know about you, but if this has already started with reference to travel and sports events, how long do you think it's going to be before a lot of the places that you need to go to on a regular basis, like the grocery store, places like Walmart, Kroger, Safeway, etc., Family Dollar, Dollar General, you name it, box stores, possibly even communications companies like T-Mobile, Verizon, Metro PCS. We don't know. But once this ball starts rolling, and it has begun to roll, it's likely not going to be very long before a lot of these companies start doing this. And I've got news for you. Of course, you probably might have figured this out already, but it doesn't really even matter if your workplace, if you're still working, one of the few people in this country that are, like me, it really doesn't matter if your workplace requires this or not. It really doesn't. If you can't go to the grocery store, what's the point of continuing to go to work? There is no point. Really, there's just not. I'm not going to. I'll be the first one to come out and say right now, if they do that here, I'll give 2 weeks notice immediately. I've already talked to my boss about it. Like, if that happens, I ain't sticking around. I told her I've already made arrangements to live elsewhere, outside the city. I'll be roughing it, but I'll be alive and I'll be free. And those are the most important things to me, is being alive and being free. To feel, believe, and do what I feel I need to feel, believe, and do, without anybody telling me what I have to feel, believe, and do. No. No one but God Almighty is going to tell me any of that. And He is the only one that I will listen to. Unless it's somebody that sounds to me like they're making some sense. And I know when people make sense and when they don't. It's the way it is. Didn't get to be 53 years old for nothing. Now, saying that, I want to say that there are some really good prepper channels out there. One in particular that I want to bring up is, his name is Asymmetrical Prepper. He's really good to listen to. I would strongly recommend subscribing to his channel. And folks, I'm telling you, it's looking like, I don't know if you're feeling what I'm feeling. I told you guys the other day what I'm feeling. If it's gonna happen, just bring it on. I'm ready for it. I want to begin the process of adapting to my new way of life. That's what I want to do. I need to do that. And the sooner the better. So I kind of welcome this in a way. I don't really relish the idea of the lack of comfort, all of the bugs that I'm going to be having to deal with this summer, mosquitoes especially, biting flies. I mean, I'm going to have to figure out some kind of a natural insect repellent soon. Go online, find out what I can use. At any rate, get your preps in order, because it may not be very much longer before you got the bug out. And it's looking as though it's not going to be very long. How long, I don't know. It may depend on what state you're in, may depend on what city you live in. I don't know exactly what it's going to depend on as far as how soon this is going to come your way as an individual or as a family. I don't know. I can't tell you that. But it's coming. It's already here. It's just not as widespread as it's going to get, but it's spreading quickly. Very quickly. All I can say is what I tell you every day. Get your preps in order, because you could, I could, at any moment, any day, have to get out of Dodge quickly. Because we don't even know how this is going to be enforced. For all we know, they could put people that don't want to do this in jail. They could put them in quarantine, not allowing them to leave the home. I mean, it's been done in other places, not only throughout the world, but throughout this country. Just look at places like Michigan, California, New York, what they've done to people. And something I want to mention before I go. Camouflage tents, definitely, but also camouflage clothing. Wish.com is a good place to get that at a very reasonable price. I would suggest going there and looking for camouflage cloaks, camouflage shirts, camouflage pants, headgear, everything that you can think of that would cover your body and keep you invisible. Get as much of it as you can, not only for you, but for your whole family, because your whole family might wind up needing it. This is good stuff to have. A lot of good things that I'm not going to go into all of it, but, there are things that everybody needs to have. Way to start a fire, an axe, a hatchet, good skinning knife if you plan to be doing any of that. It's not at all a bad idea to have some chickens and goats if you can. A cow would be kind of difficult, I would think, for a lot of people. Rabbits are good as far as meat is concerned. It just depends on who you are and how squeamish you might be. But, go to Asymmetrical Prepper and listen to him. I'll come on here at some point with something of my own as well, but, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that at this point. He's a really good one to listen to. It's coming, folks. It's already here. It's going to spread pretty wide, I think, pretty quick. So get yourself ready. Get your family ready. Have your multiple routes out of the city ready, just in case something happens that you don't expect, where the traffic is so congested that you can't get through with a vehicle. You're going to need a route out of the city on foot or on a bike. You know, take in what you can get, what you can bring with you. Just keep all this in mind. It's here and it's spreading quick. So, you want to talk about a real disease? This is it. This is it. Be in the Word. Be as well prepared as you can be at all times, because it's coming. And don't stop praying for divine intervention, because we really do need it now every day, more than we've ever needed it before. Till next time, Brother Ed, signing out with love.